This video chart presentation of Direct Markets Holdings Corp. It's a NASDAQ global market stock trading our ticker MKTS. It's a financial play. In general, banking plays have had a very difficult time over the last few months. MKTS is no different, falling from highs around $1.17 all the way back down to a pretty good support level right around 45 cents. The stock has come out and had two nice days so far this week. It's a nice reversal candle pattern called a piercing line that got confirmation yesterday as the stock closed up 12%. 181,000 shares traded. It's definitely an increase in volume. So those factors alone are enough to keep this on radar to see if this can continue the upward push or not. With the big drop, MACD's finally come down, leveling itself out a little bit. Maybe the slightest of uptrends. Histogram just popped back through zero. Tells me there's just a bullish cross, the 12 passing through the 26 EMA. Not the greatest PPO ADX pinch, but the ADX is in a nice reversal position. MFI showing money's been flowing into this play the last few days. Sharp move upward. Importantly, trying to push through 50 with the MFI 21, the only one still registering below that mark. So I'd be looking for the 21 to make its way through 50. And on any sort of pullback, see the 714 hold over top of that key level. Accumulation distribution, been baseline now for quite some time. Just be looking for a breakout of this channel, show that there's more accumulation going on. Shaking money flow, making a little uptrend. Sharp move over the last couple days. The buying that's come in on the increased volume has now said that buying pressure has overcome selling pressure over the last 20 periods. CCI was making a nice trend back towards negative 100. I'd want to see the CCI hold over top of negative 100 and most definitely hold this uptrend. Still early on, but the full stow is coming out of oversold, showing a little bit of momentum is coming into the play. Tricks still making lower lows, not a good thing to see, but it is a lagging indicator and it looks like it's going to drop a bullish cross. Certainly not getting much from the tricks at this point. Just always want to look for a trend back towards zero. Tracking the 7 RSI, you can see it's been making a nice uptrend, steadily making higher lows. And again, kind of at a key point where I want to see it break through 50. I mentioned this in a lot of charts, and the reason I mention it every time is simply because it's very important for these RSIs to get to the upper half. Notice through here, the move through 50, and the hold over top of 50, all the way back right through that area. The bullish movement that was involved with the PPS, the break back down through, very negative momentum. So I'll be watching for all three components to make their way back through 50 and hold above it. As I mentioned to start the video, nice support level down here, 40 cents, and even up till around 45, where it bounced recently. These two candles right here are called a piercing line pattern. Stock gapped down on the second day. Buying pressure came back in. Stock closed more than halfway up the previous day's candle. Now that would have been ideal to see with an increase in volume on that day, but the confirmation day did come with a strong increase. And with the piercing line being a relatively reliable reversal pattern, I'd have my eye on this stock to try and uptrend from here. Now again, like I mentioned, this is a financial play, and I try not to factor in a lot of things other than technicals, but with all the global turmoil over finances right now, I'd have to weigh that in at least a little bit with the reliability of any technical pattern, because news trumps all. But that aside, what I'd look for is for this to see a little bit more resistance up around 62 cents. I would think it would start to pick up there, run pretty heavily right through about 65. That's a little bit more than a 5% area. But the 50-day moving average, it's dynamic, it's coming down as well, and it's going to further add to that resistance point. Beyond that, I'd look up around 80 cents. See, it was an area of support and resistance historically. 200-day moving average is in that area, and it's a nice rise between resistance points, but I'd expect that to be a pretty tough spot. Of course, the key to any bottom play lies in holding the bottom support, and that's where I'd have my eyes first and foremost, and then I'd start looking for resistance in the areas that I just mentioned. As always, this is merely my interpretation of the MKTS chart. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.